God telling you, been there, done that, doesn't seem to be wanting to work out. Because when the universe and God want you to meet that person that's going to make you feel all warm inside and give you jiggly feelings, they're going to make it easy for it to happen, to flow to you. Okay? I'm not saying you could sit on your couch and just say, I'm going to pray on my couch and manifest somebody to come by my door. Could it happen? Yeah, it could happen, but most likely it doesn't. You have to put the energy go out. Sorry about that. That was an honest yawn. I don't know what time it is. It's bad. It's a real bad time. Okay. Alright, so basically, you know what? I'm going to read the notes. I'm going to get through the notes and then...
I can't breathe.
Oh, I'll put it out. I got in trouble again. Can't do Palo Santo up in this bitch. Alright. I don't even have any water to put it in. Okay. Just put them down in here so that they'll finally go out. It's like they just don't go out. Okay. If it's not the Palo Santo, it's the TV that I leave on. Because I like to go to sleep by Netflix because it calms me down. And because if I just look at my iPad or my phone and just watch videos from YouTube, and then it is just like constantly murder, sadness, devil, bad things. So I need to just go to Netflix and watch this thing called Marigolds. There's 3 girls that are friends. So that's what I do after this reading. So, forgive and forget. Or move on and wish you well. You might need to do that, Aquarius. You might do forgive and forget and move on. That means break the ties. You can still be friends, sort of. That means like a phone call here or there, but not every day calling each other, because what you're doing is one person in the relationship is saying, hey, maybe someday. You're not available now, I'm not available now, but maybe one day you're going to be available and I'm going to be available. No, that's hurting the other people that you're in a relationship with that are trying to be close with you, and that's sabotaging that, okay? So if they cross the line with you, Aquarius, and only you know what that means. Cross the line with you could be when somebody you think stepped out, somebody maybe dated somebody else when they were still dating you, and then you might have went over and said, I'm finally ready to surprise them with my gesture of, hey, can we be boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend and boyfriend, or significant others. And then you got, Aquarius, you got your heart broken because the person actually said no, because they were waiting. They love you. They do love you. I'm finding they do love you, Aquarius. They love how you look. They think you're beautiful, whether you're a woman or a man. They think your body is excellent. They just want to touch that body. But what happened was, and don't tell me that Aquarius doesn't hold a grudge, because Aquariuses hold a grudge. Yes, they do. Okay. Aquarius, you did something like almost similar to Leo. You did something where you told Aquarius, you didn't do it. The person that you were with went and told somebody else something about your relationship, something specifically about the person that the Aquarius was going out with. No, the person told it about you. You might be able to reverse the roles, but I'm feeling like the person did it to the Aquarius. So Aquarius was in a lock-in, right? They were in a lock-in with another person. And maybe they were seeing them for like 6 months to a year. Maybe they were seeing them longer, like 2 years, 3 years, and they were engaged. Okay. Some of them was more low-key friendships, but the other one that you were dating, Aquarius, they wanted more of a commitment. And you were like in and out and in and out of their life. So they couldn't catch you. They wanted to be with you, marry you, lock it up with you, live in the same state with you. But you weren't offering that to them. You were just like, let's just leave it like this. I visit you, you visit me, and everybody's happy. Okay? That doesn't work. Okay, long term. So anyway, when Aquarius decided to put their big girl panties on and their big boy pants and their big boy boots, and I'm going to finally go ask this person to be my girlfriend or my boyfriend, and the person did something that was unimaginable to the Aquarius, because the Aquarius thought we were on the same goddamn page. Guess what? You aren't. Okay? There was a third party involved. There was somebody else involved, whether it's an emotional affair where it could just be like, hey, Aquarius is busy and lives 3 states away, so this person's here with me so they can help me with different things that I need attention with. Okay, I'm not saying it was a sexual thing. I'm saying it was that partner that you had needed you, but you weren't there because you live in a different place. And you weren't really saying you wanted to get hooked up with them. Okay, so that's one. But they felt they gave you time and they asked you, and every time they asked you, you never said yes. You never said, I want to be with you exclusively. You said, yeah, maybe in the future. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe if you can improve on this and that, A, B, and C, D, A through Z, and then maybe. And then Aquarius, you took that, ate it up, drank it down. And then good old 2022 came around, floating around, and said, hells to the nah. Okay? And you said what? Aquarius, you said, being a hermit, you being a shutty, broken-hearted feeling, and you said, I'm swearing off all people because they just take your heart and they throw it down and they kick it and they break it into many pieces, and then they don't even understand or admit what they did to you. Okay? But Aquarius, what the angels are saying to me is, do you understand what you did to them by making them wait too long for you to be a couple? Okay? That's one message. Okay, so now the angels are saying, forgive and forget, or move on and wish them well. Your person shared a personal story about you to somebody else. Okay? This could have been the reason for the breakup. In other words, your person that you were dating, even casually or more intensely, you weren't around one day maybe because you live in a different state. Okay? Maybe they live in Boston and you live in Pennsylvania. Okay? Or maybe they live in Cali and you live in Florida. It's something like that. Maybe you live in New York and they live in Texas. Did I just heard him scream again? Okay, so your person shared a personal story about you, and that hurt you deeply, okay? Because you were like, how could he tell somebody else like something so personal about me? That just breaks my heart because it's something intimate. It was something intimate. They exposed your personal business and you can't trust them. And they called you names that you can't forget. Okay, you might even had a fight about it. They want to reconcile though. So Aquarius, because you are aqualicious and you are in your head in a hermit mode, okay, we want to see you smile again. We want to see you come out of your rut, okay? Because if you're meant to be with this person, the significant other, then you're going to see them in your life because you're not going to want to get rid of them fully, okay? You're going to talk to them sometimes and you're going to laugh about things you laughed about. But what you're not doing is talking about the reason why you're not together fully with a ring on your finger, okay? Living in the same house, okay? If it's one person wants to have freedom to travel, then you have to, Aquarius, you have to offer that. Would you like to travel with me? Because I would love to have you. Then we could talk about everything, you know, that we need to talk about and still see the world. But if that person says, no, I have a very important job myself, you have to respect that. So then you're separate again. Because if Aquarius really needs to go again and leave and travel, then that means they're not treasuring you enough to stay. Because if they were, they would be like, you know what? I really just want to be with this person. Because if I go and I could travel the world and I can go to India and I can go to Australia and I can go to England and I can go to Peru and I can go all these places. But if I'm alone and I'm not with you, making me laugh, making me smile, giving me hugs and kisses, making me feel like a whole person, a complete person in my body, mind, and spirit, then what the frick do I need to go all the way over there for? Yeah, I can meet somebody, but they're not going to be you. So Aquarius, this should have been done a long time ago, because the way love comes in is decisions fast. I don't want to, unless you're immature or the other person's immature, they have a lot of red flags or baggage, or they have addictions, they have maybe a gambling problem, something, okay? Or ex-boyfriend that keeps coming around. They have something. And when you see those somethings, then you just make a decision in your mind. Do I love this person enough to stay with them while they deal with all their family members and all this drama? Okay? Because Aquarius, they hate drama. You hate drama, don't you, Aquarius? You do. You're funny when you want to talk about drama, but then you want to close the door on it and have everybody just be happy. Okay. Save an old Aquarius, not old, but an Aquarius woman said to me, save the drama for the Dalai Lama, because your mama, she just don't wanna. Okay, your mama don't want that drama. So save that drama for the Dalai Lama. That's Aquarius classic. Okay, so if you're dating an Aquarius out there and you want to get them interested in you, number one, do not nag them. Oh, they turn off with nagging. Trust me, I'm the mother of an Aquarius. Okay? And I say, Thomas, did you make your bed? When he's a little boy. Sort of. Get back in there, make your bed. Comes back out 10 minutes later. Thomas, did you clean your room? Because you can't go out until you clean your room and make your bed. Well, it's made for the way I like it. I go in there and everything's all in a ball and no blankets are on it. And toys are a little bit neat, but when you open the closet, they all fall out. Okay, so he said, that's neat for me. That works for me. And I was like, okay, if I wanted to be a tough ass, I would say, no, you're going to sit here and be organized and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't want to be that kind of mother, okay? Do it right the first time or you don't do it at all. That was my mother. And I used to tell her, my philosophy is always leave off what you could do tomorrow, what you could do today for tomorrow. She would get me so mad. Sometimes I get punished. Not punched, punished. Punished. Okay. Because she would always say, always do today and never leave off for tomorrow what you can get done today. That was strong. I think I took a mini nap inside that. Okay, sorry, Aquarius. I did work a full-time job and just trying to push myself. It's still the same page. Okay, let's go. I think maybe some things might resonate. If they don't, yeah, it's for free. So what do you want? Okay, what the freak you want? All right, let me show you a little note for you. It says Aqualicious, Aquarius, Aqualicious, Aquarius. Libras need to get lippy. Yeah, so lippy means very talkative. Okay, communicate. Lippy, move those lips. Libras, move those lips. And Aquarius, you need to be aqualicious. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but yeah, you need to step up your game again. You need to, well, the people that you're involved with, if they want you to stay with them and want to stay with them, you have to get mysterious. If you want an Aquarius to see if they're interested, get mysterious. Don't call them a million times. Okay? Let them maybe call them once and see how the conversation goes. If it drops like a ton of bricks, then you might be screwed. Or you just might be talking to an Aquarius that does not feel like talking at that point. Or any point. Okay? Sometimes in person they're a little bit more vibrant. Okay? Depends on when you get them. Okay, so Aquarius, you are being told by the spirit guides to forgive and forget and move on. Or if you don't move on, wish somebody well. Okay? They crossed the line with you, and that's what you're trying to get over. Your person shared a personal story about you, and that broke your heart. It made you feel like that's disgusting. Like, you're making fun of me? Not only you tell them a personal thing, like maybe they said something about how you kiss, or a personal hygiene thing, or maybe they said something about like a funny thing, but it's personal between you two. Like maybe, oh, we laid in bed all Saturday and Sunday, and that's nobody's business but the Aquarius and the Aquarius's significant other. Okay? So you have to see if you can forgive them for that. But the angels always say forgive because you want to see if you can go to the next level with this person, because you've been thinking about them too. You have. Even though you want to just roll up the piece of paper and throw it away and start new with a new piece of paper. Okay? And I'm not saying that's wrong, because I feel like if you've been in this relationship between 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to 3 years, and you're still not living in the same house, you're still not living in the same state, there's red flags there that you really, both of you want your space. Okay? So if marriage isn't for you, or living together isn't for you, that means nobody wants to make the commitment. So that means bye-bye, and keep it moving. Go see who else is out there that maybe jives more with you. Maybe they live in the same state as you. Maybe they're in the laundromat, or they're in the restaurant that you happen to go to, or maybe they're in the pizza place, or maybe they're in the gym, or maybe they're on the beach, or maybe they're buying a car and you're buying a car too. I don't know, something like that. Maybe they're in the supermarket. Okay, maybe they're on Tinder. What is that? I don't even understand that. Okay, anyhow. So just be careful with those kind of things. Or maybe you could ask a friend, hey, do you have somebody that you think would get together with me, that would match with me? That's how me and Devin got hooked up. We both divorced, and Devin for many years, me just freshly, and a guy named Mike, who was also in a reassignment room with me. He knew my brother, he knew some of my sisters from childhood. He brought in a picture of them, my brother playing baseball, and Mike was in it, Tommy was in it. Anyhow, he was Devin's best friend and worked with him as a teacher. Me and him were both put in this room. It's called like a rubber room. And if a principal thinks you did something wrong, so you have to go to this room, you get paid, but you have to go to this center, sit there all day long. So, you go crazy. A lot of people, wanted to kill themselves. A lot of people wanted to just quit. And a lot of people did quit. And I was like, you know what? If I am not getting along with my husband at this point, and I ever wanted to get divorced, I'm going to need to have this job. So I got to fight for this job. All right? Because I had to face court. For 2 years, I had to go there, and I had to go to the city and face court. Anyhow, my point being, if something is something you really want, somebody you really want to be with, it'll show up in your life some way, shape, or form. So all I did in my head was say, please, dear God, if there's somebody out there that I should be with, please let them come soon to me, because I wasn't doing too well. And that's another story that maybe I'll never tell you. And let them live on Staten Island, and let them live very close to me, because I don't like going over bridges. And let them be very nice and generous. And so Mike kept on telling me, oh, my friend, you're just like my friend. He got divorced, and it was like he lost his rose-colored glasses after that. But you're even more like that, in like a magical world, even though you went through so much, and 24 years of marriage. And I was like, I wasn't ready to meet him. I said, I'll meet him as a friend, but I wasn't ready, because I was just like newly divorced, and I needed some fun time. Okay, you feel me? I was like some 47-year-old woman that needed some fun time. Come on. After 24 years and 4 more years before that, so 28 years together with somebody, I was like, I don't even understand. How do you go out on a date? What is a date? A date in the 80s, it's much different than a date in 2010. Okay, anyhow, we learned what the date was. Awkward. Okay, anyhow. But if it's the right one, they make you laugh. You didn't feel like everything was right. Like I was like, oh man, he's got 2 kids, and I had 2 kids, but my kids were like aged up. I had one kid that was going through college, but then he quit. But then he moved out and went to live with his father. So it was like I was alone in my apartment. Anyway, you have to balance the red flags with how much you really like this person, how much you really love this person. Okay? So your person doesn't handle rejection well. So you've probably you're Aquarius, so you probably said, it's over. It's over. I don't want to effing see your face again. Right? So many times. And they just keep on, okay, Aquarius, just call me next week. And they're like, no, I told you I'm never calling you again. What you did to me, I should beat the crap out of you. Okay, and then they'll go, okay, Aquarius, I'll talk to you in 2 months. And then you're like, 2 months? Oh, what, now you don't want to talk to me? I'm not good enough for you to talk to me? What you did to me, I'm not good enough for you to talk to me for 2 whole months? Get out of here. If you don't talk to me for 2 whole months, then you can never talk to me again. Okay, so, all right, Aquarius, should I call you in 1 month then? Just get out of here. How dare you even think I'm going to talk to you in one month? So then the person leaves, and then you go, hey, significant other, yes? I'll call you in about a week. Take it from there. Anyway. Okay, so they exposed your personal business and you can't trust them. They called you names that you can't forget. They want to reconcile. But do you? They cross the line with you. Okay, 1 page. 2nd page, focus on rebuilding your trust for the healthy connections. Your person wants you to your person wants to talk to you only when they feel like it, because they have other options. See, this is another thing that worries me. They have other options. So Aquarius, you waited and waited because they said you should be waiting, Aquarius, because I waited for you and you did this to me and I waited and waited. Then you came back and then I didn't want to wait anymore for you because I figured you were just going to leave me. But it didn't mean that they didn't love you. They just thought maybe you were just going to pull a fast one. So they kind of set themselves up with somebody so to have on the side in a way, but they prefer you. So it's like communication. You have to just sit with them. You got to do a good old-fashioned mafiosa sit down at a restaurant. Hey, meet me at this restaurant. Don't come from the same house. Just go from somebody else's house, or just say, listen, both of us are going to meet at this restaurant. Don't go in the same car. Different cars, right? Go there, hang out, and just talk it out. If you end up in a big, huge fight, then you can't really meet each other in the way. If you seem to work things out, somebody's crying, somebody's saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that to you ever again. I realized I hurt you so much, and I can't live without you. And you know you have a future. Okay, so your person, Aquarius, your person wants your attention. Booty call. Okay, I didn't write that. Somebody told me that. They want a booty call, okay, because they love your body, Aquarius. Or the person may have an addiction, drinking, shopping, something with money. They have so many options, and this is what you have to watch out for. They have so many options, but do you, Aquarius? They might even be younger than you or older than you. Like, you're not even in the age. You're not even in the maturity. So, like, if they're older than you and you're younger, then they feel like they got over a little bit because, look, I'm this older person and I got this hot chick, or I got this hot guy. Or you might be the older man and saying, I got this, hot tamale, and vice versa, you know. Okay. So watch out for them having an addiction problem. Drinking, shopping, gambling. They have so many options and they don't want to be tied down. Now, Aquarius, remember when you didn't want to be tied down? So, you didn't want to be tied down. They didn't want to be tied. Now they don't want to be tied down. but you want a commitment of some type because you're feeling like, I really liked when we were good together. I liked when we were talking and planning things together for the future. It felt right. But then you just had a snafu in the plans. Okay? Aqua, they confuse sex with love. They confuse sex with love, not you. They think, oh yeah, we made love, so we're going out. Well, we made love, so we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. We're just as good as husband and wife now. Or we are girlfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend because we made love. Okay? And you might not feel that way. You might feel friendship is more important. Intellectual, being able to meet with them on an intellectual level is more important. Keep going. Abundance is definitely coming. Investments, physical activity, online businesses, and store. Your person never stops thinking about you. They may want to have an open relationship. But do you want an open relationship? Let me read that again. Your person never stops thinking about you because they clearly love you. But they may want to have an open relationship with you. They are scared to do love come to you full. Okay, they are scared to make that full commitment to you. Okay, because maybe in the past you weren't ready, they weren't ready. So that's why they might want to have an extra relationship. But I don't think that'll work for you, Aquarius. You're a one person. They don't like when you go into hermit mode. Who does? Who likes when freaking Aquarius goes into hermit mode? Then we don't get jokes, we don't get smiles, we don't get laughs, we don't get interesting stories because they went doggone into hermit mode. So independent, alone mode. They feel lonely if you won't communicate with them. Yeah. So your person feels lonely when you don't communicate with them, and that's sad. Okay, I have another page for Aqua. 2 pages, okay. So you helped them, and they helped you. Remember those things. The 3 things that you're going to write down about what you like about them physically, what attracts you to them physically. It could be their kiss. It could be their lips. It could be their face. It could be their eyes. It could be their body.